We're recording. We're rolling. Thank you, Emily. Hello and welcome to the Maverick Games podcast, episode 22, I think, if I'm counting correctly. I'm Mike Brown, creative director here at Maverick Games, and joining us on the pod today is...
Tom Butcher, exec producer at Maverick Games.
And James Brallant, senior community manager.
All right. So let's kick us off with learning a little bit about both of you. So, Tom, what car did you drive to work today, and why is it the best car in the world?
I drove a BMW 5 Series 535D estate.
Tom, that's the devil's fuel. Explain yourself.
It sounds like Thomas the Tank Engine, but it goes like Henry the Tank Engine.
Doesn't Thomas Tank Engine have like a young boy's voice?
Yeah, but it moves like Henry.
Is Henry quick?
Is Henry notably...
He's powerful.
Is he the fast one, is he?
He's powerful.
Do they give him...
I thought Gordon was quick.
I think they're both pretty quick.
Okay.
Why does Henry go fast? Why does he?
Right, you're ruining the bit. Like, tell us about your car, you dickhead. It's not the Thomas Tank Engine section. It's the why is that car great? And don't call it an estate, for God's sake. They call it touring. It's touring.
It's the touring. It has 530 litres of boot space.
Okay.
And it is...
You could fit a washing machine in it? You
could fit a washing machine, yeah. But possibly even with the seats still up. You put those seats down, you're getting well over 1,000 litres.
All right. Well, in the bit that when we overlay some video, I think we should maybe put some stuff in the boot just so we can test that out.
Okay.
Do you want to call some things out?
It's the perfect dad wagon, and you can even lock the little box on the armrest if you wanted to. So if you wanted to keep your glasses extra safe.
Yeah.
It's got a little key lock on it.
Oh, so if you've chosen to leave the car unlocked for some reason, but you wanted to keep some stuff secure, you could keep that separate compartment locked while the car itself is unlocked. Yeah. What a great feature. Those geniuses over at BMW.
They know what they're doing.
How do they come up with this stuff?
And it just feels like you're in a sofa and with a massive boot on the back.
Well, hopefully BMW are still our friends. So, James, what car did you drive to work today, and why is it the best car in the world?
I drove my only car, which is my Hyundai, probably saying that wrong.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. What is it? Hyundai?
Hyundai. It's the dawn of a new Hyundai. You see?
Sure.
We did a whole campaign, James.
But I'm sure that anyway, my i20N. Yes. In the performance blue colour, which my mum loves to call baby blue, and it upsets me greatly.
I would say Parma Violet blue.
Parma Violet? They're more purple, aren't they?
Yeah, but there's a whole little range of them, isn't there? There's like a blue, a purple one.
Yeah, Parma Violet, isn't that in the fizzes? Parma Violet are all the same colour.
What was the other one?
Fizzes.
Oh, yeah, those.
Showing your age here, I think, a little bit.
You're ruining James's bit, James. Tell us more about the car. Why is it great?
It's a bundle of fun. I test drove one in 2021, which is when they first started making them. And as soon as I sat in that car and pressed the N button on the steering wheel, I was like, oh my God, I need one of these cars one day. And I said to myself, this is going to be my next car. And it was.
Amazing.
It took a few years, but we got there in the end. And
what does the N button do?
The N button turns on all of these kind of like the sport features, if you like. It doesn't have adaptive suspension, but it does make it opens up the exhaust, makes the steering a little bit lighter, and it does rev matching as well, which is really, really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. It like lights up all the dashboard, and when you get to because it's a 6-speed manual as well, when you get to the optimal gear change range, it will like flash at you and then you change.
Nice.
And then obviously when you downshift, like, you don't feel the lurch as you normally would. So no heel toe required.
No, nice, very nice. Yeah, really kind of the tip of the spear, wasn't it, for the Hyundai kind of like rebirth of the last few years. Yeah, very cool.
I feel like it's like the last of a dying breed almost, in that it's a 6-speed manual combustion engine hot hatch. And there are a few companies out there that are still making those, like in the same kind of like variant. I think Mini's probably one that's still doing them in that style. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It's a real treat to drive around. So.
Okay. So you could have done something like that for yours, couldn't you?
I do love my car.
Yeah, it sounded like it. You also have a sport mode as well, by the way. It's the same as
it has a
the
sports mode and a sport plus.
Ooh.
Oh,
The sports plus is just
that like
sports
launch?
mode without traction control.
So it's the panic mode.
There's the same.
I'm pretty
same
sure it
exhaust setup on
does.
both.
Yeah, I think
Got
so.
louder. Okay. So it's just if you want, so you've got sport and then you've got sport, but dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So today's pod, we have decided to talk about Gamescom because hopefully, by the time you're watching this, we've already announced that we are going to Gamescom. If not, then this is the announce that we're going to Gamescom. So allow me to announce that we are going to Gamescom. But hopefully the sequencing of assets means that we've already announced that, and then this is a follow-up to talk a little bit about it. So yes, in a couple of weeks, we are going to be hitting the road and heading off to Gamescom. Forced to hit the road, actually, because we left it too late to book flights, and they were like £1,000 each. So we had to drive instead. Yeah, even the Ryanair no luggage flight option was knocking on £1,000. So
Not great if you want to take some, dev kits and PCs.
Well, yeah,
and
exactly.
whatever.
So we've got a lot of kit we need to take with us, which already is a problem to go on the plane, really.
Yeah.
So anyway, we will be hitting the road tripping it over to Cologne. Probably touch base at the Nordschleife while we're there. And yeah, we're going to be showing the game to the world. Clutch will be playable on the show floor at Gamescom. So come and hunt us down. Where are we?
Entertainment Hall behind Hall 8.
Yeah. Entertainment Hall, that sounds cool. Behind Hall 8
Not so
does
much.
sound like where they would like keep the bins. But Entertainment Hall, there's a bunch of other cool stuff that's near us. So even if you're not expressly there to see Clutch, you'll probably get dragged out there at some point for some of the other stuff, and then we'll grab you, pull you in, throw you in our booth and force you to play the game. If you've ever been to Gamescom, you will know that it is very, very, very busy.
Yes.
Yes, they do cram an extraordinary number of gamers inside that space. So, James, we decided that we would do a little treat for some of the biggest Clutch fans to maybe try and jump those queues. What are we doing, James?
We're going to do our own version of Fast Pass. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. And for those who don't know, if you've not been to one of the Disney parks, Fast Pass, well, actually, you pay at Disney, don't you? So it's not quite the same. At Disney, you can pay money to not queue up with all the other people.
Or
so
queue
you can
less.
Queue up. You go to a fast. You can pay like $20 and you can go to a shorter queue and like strut past everybody who's decided to stand out in the sun while you get to ride Thunder Mountain a bit quicker or whatever. We're going to do that, but you'd have to give us money. Instead, you've got to do other stuff.
Yeah. We'll work out some stuff during the week, but beforehand, there'll be something on the Discord channel. So if you are going to Gamescom and you don't want to queue, then jump in the Discord, have a look for something that says, Clutch early access, Clutch wish listing. And the first 25 people to validate that they have wish listed Clutch will get a golden ticket.
Gold? Will it be gold?
Well,
Wait, are
maybe.
you Willy? Who's Willy Wonka in this?
I'm not sure actually.
I feel like the way James sold it makes him the Wonka, really.
Yeah, the Wonka, yeah. But yeah, first 25 people, you'll be able to skip the queue. And what that means as well is that you don't have to come to our stand first. Like you could, pop by on the Saturday when it is really busy and flex your
Yes.
ticket.
So you could do like as doors open, leg it to the Capcom stand because there's always they're good. Go and jump in Resident Evil, I assume.
Play a couple other rubbish games.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Resident Evil's rubbish. But,
No, I didn't. No, of course not. But,
but it does usually have like 7-hour queues, so you can leg it, get to front of queue for that. And whilst it's all kicking off, you can come over to our booth, where there will also obviously be a massive queue.
Absolutely.
Flash your ticket, and then we'll get you in. You can jump the whole queue.
Oh, yes.
And visitors of the booth, you'll be able to get some merch. We've got some new exclusive merch we're going to be dropping there. You'll be able to play the game. We're going to have some competitions you can enter as well. So there's going to be like a hot lap competition to win some stuff by one of our partners that we're not quite going to announce today, but there's some pretty cool prizes. So yeah, that'll be us at Gamescom. If you're not going to Gamescom, then follow us on all of our channels because we will be just kind of live streaming and showing a load of content for the entire week. What are those channels, James? Where should they follow? Probably on screen now.
Yeah, I mean, the easiest place to look for them is our link tree.
shout.
So, and we've got a really cool link for that, actually. Actually, no, that's for our website. But yeah, link tree/Maverick Games.
Yeah.
And then it's just like .ee instead of...
Yeah, it'll be in the description of this video, and we'll probably put it on screen at this point as well. If it was on screen, thank you, Sarah, for making that a reality.
Yeah.
Because we didn't pre-prepare that we were going to say this at this
And
bit.
sparing my blushes. Yeah.
Link tree / what do we call it? Maverick. Yeah, that sounds.
No, it's all on there. And but yeah, the Discord's going to be the place to be, because we'll be, who knows what we'll get up to during the week. And I think, and actually on the point of the entertainment hall, and like Gamescom was notoriously a bit of a maze, because it has like several different floors and what have you. What we'll probably do is find a spot where most people are entering Gamescom and then do like a walk to where our stand is.
Oh, nice.
And then it's foolproof, right?
Yes,
you don't need to look at a map.
That's a great idea.
So,
okay.
yeah.
All right. So watch all our channels. If you are or aren't going to Gamescom, it doesn't matter. There's still going to be great stuff there.
Oh, yes.
If you're at Gamescom, then we're going to make sure that those channels help you experience Clutch in the best way possible. If you're not at Gamescom, then we'll do as best we can to make you feel like you really are. We will not be able to simulate the hot, sweaty, humid rooms that kind of smell really bad. You have to kind of work that part of it yourself out. But we can get you all of the content and all the videos. So yeah,
You could do an air freshener. That,
we do have air fresheners, but I don't think they smell like Gamescom.
No. Not sure they'd sell too well.
Would be a slightly cursed product.
Yeah.
All right. So we thought it would be fun in our kind of Gamescom announced podcast to roll back the years, which
3 years.
3 years to be exact, because 3 years ago at Gamescom, we were there not showing the game to the world, but instead behind closed doors, showing off Clutch to all of the world's AAA publishers. A meeting that would eventually lead us to signing with Amazon, which obviously we're no longer partnered with Amazon, but we were for a bit. And this was kind of the presentation and the build that they fell in love with, that they couldn't get enough of. And we're going to show it to you. You're going to see a build from the summer of 2023.
Yep.
And we're going to commentate it. We're going to live react to it, because I've not seen this, since 2023.
And I've never seen it.
And James has never seen it. Tom has seen it, because it was on his PC that he captured this footage today. So Tom's captured a video. He took all day doing it, so I can only assume he's driven an absolute perfect run.
So a little bit of housekeeping before we get into this video. This is there's going to be a lot of bugs, because it is a long time ago now. And it probably doesn't have the fidelity that I think our great handling model has now. So there are a couple of moments where you'll see me maybe lose control a little bit.
Struggling.
Well, let's not say struggling. I would say I can't think of a better word for that. But not struggling.
Struggling.
Fighting with it.
I'm really
fighting with the car. You guys can't see the video, but I think a car that is famous for being a real nightmare to drive. Really, very famous for having kind of like poor grip. It's not.
I'm very excited about this. There is a lot of little things that certainly Mike will remember, where it'll just kind of trigger little moments where we were probably really stressing before we put this build together and took it to Gamescom, and going, okay, I hope when we play it through, we don't hit that weird bit of collision and flip the car in the air, or I really hope that the door opens properly when it should open, that kind of thing. So
it was stacked with bugs. I guess we could talk a little bit about that show. We did mention it on a previous pod, but obviously you'd be forgiven for not having watched every episode. So this was kind of our first effort, really, having to take a playable build and lug it around to put it in front of people, and we took it on that bloody massive heavy PC, which honestly must have weighed about 25-30 kilos. It was it was impossibly heavy for a.
We had like a little bag for life carrying it around.
It was a Nike bag.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It was a carry bag I got from
Apologies
Nike store.
to
I've still got the bag, actually. It's a bit of Maverick history in that Nike bag.
I tell you what, that Nike bag.
I would not have walked around the halls of Gamescom dragging a little bag.
I think it'd be very appropriate in Germany, wouldn't it?
I guess so. I think people would have laughed at us.
But the bag held up well because that is a heavy old machine and we had to carry it around for a long time.
Was there a particular reason why the machine was really heavy? Was it just a big case?
It was a big
There is a
case.
particular reason, but
You put bricks in it?
He's wondering whether he should tell a story.
yeah, it's not. The reason is not based on performance. It's based on inability to follow instructions.
Okay. Sure.
Yes, it was. It was one of those situations where you look at it and it's like, oh, it looks like a PC tower, and you expect it to weigh what a PC tower weighs, it's 12 to 15 kilos, and you pick it up, what the hell is it like stuck to the floor? And it's like it was just.
Someone was explicitly told not to put rocks in it, and they put rocks in.
Yeah, it was like the base of it was just like a really thick bit of metal for some reason, which I imagine stops it tilting if you're in a situation where that's going to be a problem.
Sure.
We weren't in that situation. But all of our meetings were at like different corners of either the show itself or even Cologne.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were having to just lug this thing around, and it was incredibly inconvenient. So there was that element to it where we're getting to all of these things kind of slightly out of breath and sweaty after dragging the PC around. You then have to walk into a room that you've never been in before with an unknown setup, and you always have to use their TV, which can vary from brand spanking new LG OLED to that's not actually a TV. That is a display monitor, which would usually be used for like the menu boards at McDonald's or similar.
Or a presentation.
Yes, exactly.
Does not display higher than like 29 frames.
Yeah, and has about one second of input lag. Everything's super blurry. Every frame kind of mushing together. And
color grading off.
Yeah. Obviously no HDR. And in truth, everybody that's presenting to this particular publisher that day will have been using that same setup. But I mean, Jesus Christ! Like, we're in games. Like, we're in games. Like, hello, AAA publishers. You can afford a brand new OLED TV. It actually led to later shows. We would turn up, we would land in new country, and we would go and like to Target or whatever and buy a TV, and just like would drive around the back of a cab in San Francisco with our own OLED TV in the back of the cab, because we didn't trust various different people to have a good TV when you get there.
It's safer.
Much safer than, we're going to do this presentation in a hotel suite, and you're like, oh boy, when did the hotel last buy TVs? Inevitably, it wasn't this year.
Accessing a HDMI port on a hotel TV in itself is probably not
true. And often they'll have like a box on the desk or whatever, so you can plug your laptop into it or something, which again isn't factoring in like a low latency scenario. No. They don't care about that. It's just so you can run your Netflix to the TV or whatever. And as soon as you plug into one of those, this is going to be like half a second latency, which is okay when we're playing because we can kind of manage that. But as soon as you hand the pad over, it just feels like crap because they'll just be like, well, it feels like it just feels like you're driving through treacle because your inputs are so far behind what you're seeing. So that was a taste of the various demo scenarios we had to throw ourselves into. I believe we're going to hit play on this now, right?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So
let me have that. Go on. What are we about to see, Tom?
We are about to see Well, I guess it was our kind of proof of concept build. So we had a race, which we'll have a look at afterwards. We had a bit of the open world, and then we had a mission that played through the open world. So as of now, you'll not have seen the final version of this mission. It's actually quite similar. Maybe we should do a throwback when we actually do show that to the world. But
does it have the actor in it?
It does not have the actor in it.
All right, cool. Because they have also not yet been revealed.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
Great.
So
leading to speculation.
Leading to speculation.
You will never, ever. please, by all means, speculate, but you will never guess who the actor is.
So we do have a couple of developer voices that will play in this that you can look forward to hearing. Maybe I should just hit play.
Should we hit play? All right. I'm going to try and hit play loudly such that Sarah can synchronize the video that you'll see with the video that we're seeing. So hitting play.
All right.
Here we are. So we're at the villa. We're at the
which looks
we're at the Marshall Villa.
To to the villa that we used to have, right?
Except this road is not there anymore.
Yes, yeah.
But it does. There's the swimming pool, the swimming pool of hubris that has forced the animation team to make swimming/wading animations.
So far, so similar, right?
You know, I had plans to...
I mean, these roads still exist.
No, you didn't.
And the Speedo hood is exactly the same as the current one.
I did think this is going to make us public enemy number one in the studio because
By showing this?
everyone's going to be like, "Why have you shown our work in progress?"
Hopefully all these cars are licensing cleared. It's your team.
there's
so-
only one. There's,
all the traffic cars.
yeah.
Okay,
You
right,
might
cool.
drive off a...
I think it's probably fair to say that any of this cannot be taken for, this being
It was 3 years
close
ago.
to final.
It was literally
so-
3 years ago.
I am really looking forward to someone online creating the biggest graphical downgrade video by using a clip of this along with a clip of what we showed at SGF and suggesting that this is
Yeah.
biggest downgrade. Look at that! Look at the destination pin.
Yeah,
we
it's,
don't even have that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amir and Ellie, get this in the bloody game. I was like, that's how it's supposed to look.
Whoa.
Yeah. So some of the physics were
Where'd that car go?
he went down the side of the mountain.
Shut around.
Yeah.
The physics was a real stark difference. Because I've obviously been playing our latest build a lot, and then going back to this, where we didn't have any of the haptics or rumble on the controllers. And my word, that makes a hell of a difference when you're playing.
So we are. Oh gosh, could you?
Yeah, don't worry. This stops happening once I get to grips.
yeah,
Stanley.
Okay. You've got brakes. The car's got brakes. All right, so we're now entering the little town of Letter B.
Which again has not changed really.
I mean, it definitely looks a lot better now than it does here, Tom. It's changed quite a lot.
It looks a lot nicer, yes.
But the layout of it is very similar to this, which, in fairness, is very similar to real life Letter B.
Yeah.
When am I not nice?
So we're gonna pick up
Pick up
target here.
Percival. Yeah. Okay.
There is. Well, he looks a lot younger.
Oh, he's voiced by Jamie.
He is voiced by Jamie.
It's a foul.
Has he put on an accent for this then?
That's just Jamie's voice.
Yeah.
It's the car.
Jamie does not sound like that.
So, fun story about Letter B that we just drove through. When we did our road trip to South France, we had to get a taxi from the accommodation we were staying at to a restaurant that we were going to, and we'd arranged for the taxi to drive us through Letter B, and that would have been about a year after when we made this build. And she got these French taxi drivers driving us through what is, in fairness, a fairly ordinary town in the French Riviera. Certainly not a major tourist hotspot or anything. And the entire team's like, "Whoa, look, it's Letter B. Oh, there's the cafe for the pickup as well. Oh my god!" And the taxi driver's like, "What the hell is going on? Why did they care about that random cafe?"
Just about get on board with him drinking it. He purports himself as a
So this road, I think, is mostly unchanged.
Yeah, I think the route in the current version doesn't take you this way, though, does it? It goes.
You can
the
go,
right way
yeah,
around.
but you can go either, yeah.
You can go either. Yeah, this one's kind of against the flow, isn't it? You come up and come at it through the tunnel.
One thing we noticed quite early on, I remember, was that the kind of open world area we'd built, and we saw this when we were letting publishers get their hands on it, was that it's quite a technically challenging series of roads, like a lot of very sharp switchbacks, very little runoff, and it's interesting that we, I guess, have over the course of the last few years have just been able to, I guess, get past that because we've put.
Why did you spin around?
That's a driver error, unfortunately. We've been able to put in runoff where we think it's needed. We've made the corners have a bit better signposting, and the handling models obviously increased, like
Yeah, there's very little forgiveness as soon as your tyre leaves the asphalt on this.
Remember
Look
this?
at this.
Yeah, so you're at now.
This is
at
really
the,
different to what we
the
have
chateau
now.
location. You've got kind of three options in this one where. I chose this one because I have such fond memories of this, which was
look how unstable the car is on
a
the
bit
on
of,
the dirt as
you
well.
have to drive very slowly down here. But a little bit of a proof of concept for no clutch tech.
Shit, I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is proof of concept for Harpoon.
Yeah. The harpoon, which I think a long time was referred to as a noodle, because it was so.
there it is. It's noodle. It's very.
It's
certainly
noodled
noodling.
the driver there. It's
This thing on. Hello.
Okay.
I am the very model
Yeah.
of a model.
So it's kind of like the one
yeah,
from
I can hear you,
Uncharted
mate.
4, actually,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yep. It pulls you up that muddy slope.
But everyone here is so bladdered, I doubt they'll even notice.
Don't think Blad is in the final script, unfortunately.
So
So we're in the Chateau grounds now.
yeah, we talked over it a little bit, but for those at home, we're inside the grounds of a chateau, and we need to steal a bottle or a case of a very expensive wine before the owner of the chateau destroys it in a demonstration of his fabulous wealth. So rich he can just destroy historic relics for his own enjoyment. So we're going to try and get in and grab it before he does.
Oh, almost certainly.
Entering the
vast wine cellar.
wine cellar,
Which I was very pleased that I mostly remembered my way through it.
Going dark.
So this is based on a real place as well, wasn't it? This, this wine cellar.
This place is crazy big.
This is so impressive. Just I'm.
So this was about
Flabbergasted.
8 months' work.
That's
for us
unbelievable.
with,
That just feels like impossible. That you can make something like this in 8 months. That is so vast and yet so detailed and
systemic and beautiful, and it's really fun to play. And yeah.
Unfortunately, found a
there it
bug
is.
here. So you've got these like laser tripwires around the wine, which you can disable by hitting these. Unfortunately, although it does disable it, then just turn off the visual effects.
Oh yeah. Because yes, I remember that.
Yeah. I'm struggling to detach that.
so you were trying to work out whether it. Oh no,
But it didn't trigger
you
it.
knew.
And when you
Yeah.
pick up the wine, it triggers it anyway. But,
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
bug for Fraser, just the alarm sound seems to have stopped.
Okay. The boomer got it. That line's still in, isn't it? Obviously, the different actor now. But,
Yes, yeah. So I was trying to find there's a coin pickup they can find around here, but I couldn't locate
It
it.
looks like it's not there.
Does it have an audio cue?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't play the sound that the caches play now.
Ah, right. Okay.
But it did used to have a very funny VO line.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
Might be a
It
way
was,
out.
well, very
Don't know
rubbish.
where it
So, now we exit through the chateau, don't we? So, like, drive through his living room.
Yeah.
I've got the wine.
You've got it?
Whoa.
Oh, and there's like a lot of people performing a ritual to the
Yeah.
owl god,
Yeah.
which surprisingly is still in the game.
They might have seen
So I get stuck in the door here, which was what I was alluding to earlier. Like
can get-
every time we did this demo, it was a real heart and mouth moment when you're showing it to publishers that, oh God, I hope.
Yeah, you really needed to hit the nose right in the center
Same
of
with
those
this
gates. didn't you?
jump, which I'm going to spoil
Where's
a
the
bit.
pursuing cars?
Oh.
Theo, I think you've got a tail.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Emery helpfully pointing out that we've got a tail.
yeah,
Oh,
and
they
there's
are. Okay.
Okay, there's 4 cars on you. No, 5 cars. Right, looks like they're setting up roadblocks.
Oh man.
See you later, dickheads.
Luckily, the cars are made of paper.
Are there actually cars chasing you, or are we faking this?
it's just faked.
It's faked. Yeah, okay. So,
For a long time, we were just using the screen space VFX.
yeah, just hoping nobody looks back when they're playing it. Yeah.
Bastard.
This bit, I remember that when we first got this bit in, this sequence of VA,
Found you a shortcut.
Great.
feeling like, man, this is really exciting, and I think a real validation that
Remember what I said about learning
Yeah,
a new
this bit.
parking plan? Up ahead. Don't take the left, just straight on.
Man, are you serious with this?
Go, go, go. Boost through, Theo. Use your boost.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that was another one where you can snag, wasn't it?
yeah. And that was the kind of end of the demo.
Whoa.
But yeah, I think when all those pieces dropped in, it just really like validated, I think, the concept in a way. Look at that, collectibles discovered.
Oh, you could get the cheap wine and do the switcheroo and not set off the alarm.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. No longer a feature of the game, by the way.
I did think that actually when I was recording
Oh no! What if
this.
this version's better than the actual? It's not. So in a future pod, we will show the newer version of that mission, or at least bits of it. I don't want to spoil everything, and then we can cut back to this, and you can see how far we have come in just a
Yes.
few short years. You've got a second video for us?
Yes, we're going to look
All
at a
right.
race.
Might do a little snippy edit here, I guess.
Sorry, yeah.
Go on.
Doing an edit, so.
We don't have to edit.
Well, I was just going to say, like, that it's just so cool that we're showing this before the games come out. Like, we're saying, like, yeah, you haven't seen the full finished game yet, but here's what it looked like 3 years ago.
I think there is, in pursuit of trying to be like transparent with the podcast and show behind the curtains. I think it's just a really cool like moment in time, a snapshot.
Yeah.
And I know, although some of the team will be cringing when they see some of that stuff they hoped no one would ever see outside the studio, but I think it's a really nice like memory to look back on this and think 3 years, we've come so far. And also seeing some things that have just retained because they were great in various guises. So.
All right.
So we got the race, which was I think done by Matt Bradley, our level
That's correct,
designer.
yeah. Matt Bradley, principal level designer. Shout out, Matt.
Yeah.
So this is set in Menton, a town to the east of Monaco, just on the border with Italy, which is not in the game.
Oh no, this is all coming true.
So we're now going to see a race which is not actually in the final game. So this
so
town.
I think when we did that original demo, and I think we felt like, although obviously race gameplay was something we had a lot of experience with in our past lives at Playground, equally we wanted to make sure that was part of our kind of presentation to publishers because, well, we wanted to push that forward as much as anything.
It was definitely one of those things which we could trick ourselves into thinking it was just obvious that like, oh, don't do a race. They know we can do races. That's not an issue. But then you have to kind of fight against that and go, no, because like in their heads, although we always call it a driving game, in their heads, the genre is racing and they're going to expect it to have some racing gameplay. Also, the bit you just saw was fairly complicated and weird. And so if you're playing that as a novice player, there's quite a lot of bits of that you might be like a bit confusing or a bit weird, or if you miss what some of the characters say, you can get a bit lost. Not so for a race. So it's a bit of an easier demo thing. You can hand the pad over and let them play it and get a feel for it.
Yeah.
And honestly, with these games, like the handling, as much as you've said it wasn't very good, is the most important piece. And in this race, I think it does actually hold up pretty well.
Yeah.
And so you could hand the pad over to them and they could get a sense of, okay, I understand where this sits in the spectrum between like Outrun and Gran Turismo, and so you get a sense of where this model fits.
So this is a single lap that I've literally recorded moments before we did the podcast, and it's in Menton, which, as I mentioned, doesn't actually feature in the final game. But Matt Bradley and I did like drive this route when we did our first research trip. Oh, I didn't know that.
When we
That's
rented
cool.
that BMW M4. So this was the product of getting out there and driving the roads, and not anywhere near as fast as this because it was a very, very busy roads, but you could kind of get a sense of the space.
That inspired the desire to make this particular race, that trip, or
so we needed a race. Matt kind of like had been on that first research trip. We'd taken in a load of the roads. This just felt like a kind of fun proof point of a racing game with a fictional racing series set in the French Riviera. It's kind of like this really kind of pretty seaside town. For the final map, we go more to the west of Monaco than we did at this point. So there was more stuff to the east, but kind of shifted it across and gone further to the west. This section no longer in the final game, but nevertheless still pretty cool to look at, I hope.
Yeah, and this actually was put together in about 2 weeks.
Yes, it was right. Yeah, yes, it was. It was 2 weeks because I went on holiday and for 2 weeks, and I think you and H was like, "Come on, team, let's really show Mike. Let's really impress him when he gets back and show we've built the entire race." Which then probably forced him to work, let's say, extra effort.
I think everyone was like, "Oh my god, that was an amazing effort that we got that in."
Yeah. And then we've proven we could do it in 2 weeks. So then you could like, how many more 2 weeks are there in this project? We make loads of these.
Well, you were really impressed when you got back. Obviously, I haven't seen it yet, but
genuinely, this went from 0 to this in 2 weeks, and I think when we hit play, you're going to be pretty shocked about how good it is. Is there any music in this we need to be worried about?
There is, but I think it's our music.
Great. Okay.
At least some stuff that we license. It's
just library music.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay. All right. So
we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out soon. Yeah.
If you never see this video, assume it's been taken.
If there's a big break in the podcast now, then we realise it's had licensed music in it and we couldn't play it.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to hit play for the sake of the edit now. Well, that's a high fidelity harbour there, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, that's what we got.
And there's our M&M cars.
Yeah, the rainbow of Porsches.
The lead will fix it as well, don't worry.
Cast Tucson. Oh my God, they had a different name. It's pre-Marshall.
Nico in there as well.
This is obviously a bit of a prequel then, isn't it? If Miko survives this.
So what I very quickly noticed when I was racing this is that the AI do not forgive, they do not forget. They will, if you're in their way, they will remove you.
Yeah,
from the race.
I mean, and to be fair, Tobias would have had to pull this AI out in probably about 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a pretty decent effort, to be fair.
Yes, incredibly so.
Yeah, and I think anyone that plays the build at Gamescom will see just how varied the AI drive. Like, whereas that was obviously quite processional and like in a line. So.
Yeah, so you can look forward to that if you do stop by our booth at Gamescom. Mm-hmm. Just to be absolutely clear, this isn't the demo you'll play this year at Gamescom. So a reminder, 2 weeks.
That's bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely bananas.
And that was the route and also the... bloody...
Was there rumble for this?
I can't believe
have you got another excuse that you can pull out?
I did notice. So I did notice at this point, Mika Ranter is just something's happened to him.
Oh, has he crashed?
Yes.
Huh. Maybe that
foreshadowing. Maybe.
I mean, I think at this point that the story did not have Miko dying in the first race, so that story had not yet been written. So Miko would have been expected to survive at this point.
And then
you finished. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it because of what happened afterwards? You're too embarrassed to share.
I mean, it was a real struggle to get back. I'm not even calling it a clean lap. It was not a clean lap.
Why was it a struggle?
It's just difficult. Okay. I want to make you play it.
You can be more like open about that. I feel like this is a 3-year-old.
No. The thing that I found really challenging, as I alluded to, that going back from our current game is just the lack of information that you get when you're driving. So I would go around that corner, and I thought I've got traction. This is going to be fine, and the car just kept spinning.
At this point, there would have been no traction control.
Mm-hmm.
The time model that we now have hadn't been built yet. Also, as well, as you're braking, the camera doesn't do that little spring thing to come in to show that you're slowing down. So you don't get a great read of your speed and your deceleration. And equally, the same is true when accelerating.
There were a lot of moments that I found just approaching a corner, not really having a good sense of how fast I was going either. So I think just a lot of sense of speed information that comes in from that final art.
Yeah, it did have bonnet cam though, didn't it? Because bonnet cam you would get appropriate sense of speed.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have to worry about the camera behavior on acceleration, deceleration, which I think kind of tricks you a lot in this one.
Well, I don't know about you, Tom, but I've been playing a few, replaying the lap that we have here, which is what people are going to experience at Gamescom, of course. And the third-person camera movement in that just feels so visceral and dynamic, and if you're missing a lot of that information through a,
I'm just going to hit play again, hitting play, so they've got something to see where you're talking.
Yeah, if you're missing a lot of that visual information, then you're naturally going to drive worse, right?
I know a bunch of people picked up on that as well when we first showed some of our gameplay, just that dynamic camera, which I know other racing games don't always have that spring and movement, but
yeah, because this is obviously very static, or it is static.
It's quite far from the car as well, isn't it? So let's just see when he brakes here. Do we see it like slide in? No,
not even a little
on
bit.
On brake, the camera's not moving at all, which means you don't really get, if you cover up the speedo, you can't actually tell the car is slowing down at all. Not helped, I guess, by the fact that the road textures aren't aren't particularly detailed or high frequency, so you're not getting that read.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Trackmania a little bit, in that I don't think there's a lot of, like, deliberately, I don't think there's a lot of camera movement for Trackmania either, and I think that's just because of consistency, like when you're
you're kind of
you're all over
going
the
all
place.
over.
Yeah.
I've just noticed we do have like a lens dirt effect. Look at that, that's cool, isn't it? What an absolutely unnecessary flourish for this part of this point in development. That's cool. Time marks as well. These time marks.
Yeah, there was
Checkpoints.
Anytime you start a game, especially from a fresh, there are certain things that are just going to be super important. Like obviously, I think when I was capturing the video, someone came over and going, "Wow, the car was looking great," straight away, and it's like, well, it's actually really important for a racing game that you're not just moving a box around the screen.
Yeah.
And same with you need the audio to sound good. You need the handling model. As much as I was saying it's lacking some of the stuff we've got, it was still a handling model which has a load of depth and systems in it.
It was
even quite early on.
Yeah, it was way ahead of where I think anybody would expect it to be for the amount of time that we'd spent making it. And we actually, although here we've shown the same car in both parts of the demo, we actually had other drivable cars, didn't we? There were you also had the
Defender,
the Audi, the Fiat, because there was actually an earlier version of that mission, right, where you could change car during the mission.
Yeah. And
you could end up finishing the mission in one of maybe 4 different cars.
Yeah.
Which maybe we should take that version out.
This was obviously August 2023. I have a version. Well, I have various versions. All the way up to when we were just in like the little Unreal test square.
We'll put a screenshot of that on screen now because it is very funny. We'll maybe show that one in motion at some point, but the screenshot on screen will probably give you a sense of where we were at for that particular point, which would have been February 23 maybe. So that would have been, we'd only really been making it for a few weeks, but there was still a car and it could drive, and it had a mission flow, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Any sponsors we need to plug?
No, not at the moment. No.
James
If you would
on it.
like to sponsor the Maverick Games podcast, then by all means, reach out.
Where should they reach out to?
I think it's questions. Oh no, wait. We could just tell them your email.
Yeah, it's Tom at maverick-games.com. So if you'd like to partner with us or be a sponsor of the podcast, then it's Tom at maverick-games.com.
R.I.P. your inbox.
Apologies in advance when I just don't reply to your email.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, then I guess we'll call time there. Thank you very much, everybody at home. If you enjoyed the pod, like it, tell your friends, tell your parents, click like on it. Follow us on all of our channels because we're always posting good stuff there. Thank you very much. See you all soon. Goodbye. Cool. Good pod, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,